Hello and welcome back to the Nihil channel. My name is Chris and I'm joined again today by the creator of Walk with the Living, Cole Brayfield. It's the same day for us, so we already know how he's doing, so we're just gonna plow forward. Cole and I got distracted for like an hour or so talking. I like this guy a lot, so
I appreciate it. I feel the same way.
let's keep going. He's gone. What? The order? No. No, we can't take any more. I can barely move. Palladius. Am I saying that right?
hmm
Okay. Let us free you. You are impure. You have killed many of our brothers and sisters, but there needn't be further bloodshed. We only wish to free our world of the undead. Lay down your arms. Stand aside. Oh, another new track, I think.
Yes.
Take me. I'll go with you. I shouldn't be here anyway. I won't let them take you, Rowan. Aw, you can't do this to me. You can't leave me again. I'm right there with Konal. Konal, I'm sorry. Rowan, don't sacrifice yourself. This is my fault. You saved me the night we met. You took the blow. You're better than me. Oh. Ah. Uh,
It's
you're,
fun to
you're,
watch this in real time.
you're getting me. Okay, I'm gonna say... that hit me. I'm like feeling emotional. Okay. So I was actually thinking about this a lot, how this game could end. And I worried. Because a game that I've been quite critical of, that tries to push the notion of forgiveness is The Last of Us 2. I didn't play it. I did watch Let's Plays, because it was such a controversial and talked about game, and I thought it did a terrible job of
Yeah.
the forgiveness aspect, because you murder hundreds and hundreds of people, and then you get to the person that's your Odgar figure, and you say, I forgive you, and you walk away, and I'm like, what the hell? You murdered hundreds of people to get there. What about them? So I was really worried. I was like, God, I hope Odgar doesn't just... I hope you can't just go, I forgive you, Odgar, and walk away. But I knew from talking to you in the podcast and stuff that this forgiveness thing was going to be something you really were trying to push. So I really was worried it was going to manifest like that. And then when I talked to Odgar in that last battle, and he's like, I have resolve, you have resolve, there's only one way this can end. I was like, okay, so we're not doing that. I appreciate that. I did not think it would be... I didn't think this moment would come this way. I did not
I'm
think that
glad.
Rowan would have this kind of moment. So I'm just like, I am completely and utterly unprepared for this.
So I will say, I guess while you're thinking, I will say that there's actually two ways that the Odgar confrontation can go down. There is a way that Aoife chooses not to kill him. But
Ah,
I actually, yeah. So I think it's interesting that you said that because I actually think I tried to really make it, and I think with this choice too, I tried to one of my big design philosophies was I don't want easy choices. I don't want like a choice that is quote unquote like correct,
mm-hmm.
and so I don't think there is a right choice in like if I were in Aoife's shoes, I don't know if there is a right choice in killing or not killing Odgar. And I think there are like if you leave him alive, and I guess like you could see potentially and people have I'm sure like played and seen the opposite scene, but I think there are different ways that that goes down, but
Like
I
you
don't
can
think
see a
there's
better end for him.
yeah. Well, I think he remains the same. I think the only change is maybe in the way that Aoife feels about it. And so I think the change is more in Aoife and her character, not necessarily from his side. I think he still has the same resolve.
I see.
And so I think it's actually maybe again, I don't think it's an easy choice because what they talk about ultimately in that other version is like he says, I'm not going to tell you that I'm not going to continue killing people, and ultimately you have to be like reconciled with that if you are going to let me go. So yeah, I think one of my big things, with all that said, one of my big things is really just trying to and I think what I really appreciate in games is when they really challenge you to not just have this is the like true ending or this is like the good ending. I think I really want games that are challenging, like, because the world doesn't work that way. So I don't want my games to be that way. But
everything is gray, and that's something too I've
yeah.
talked about in a little bit on the podcast I do turn by turn. That games lately I think have fallen into a little bit of a slump where it's like there is a correct answer a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You're supposed to tell people what they want to hear, and then you get points and you move on, and it's not you making the choice. And it's sort of like Rowan leaving with Conal, that even if I do think there's kind of a right choice there, I am the player, and I as the player am actually free to feel that way because I do have a real choice. It's not like if I select leave with me, you don't have Conal be like, that's dumb, no. And then it forces you into the same path. You can say leave with me, and he goes, all right, let's go. And they leave, and it's like, all right, so it's a real choice. Like, it actually has consequence. All right,
that was the other thing too. Yeah, is I really wanted choices to have like there's I guess like pros and cons to every choice. So
I think we gotta do this, and I think that so I'll probably show both endings because I have a save right before this.
Yeah.
But I think that we have to tell Rowan to forgive himself because, well, I think it still is his choice. The input we have to be is forgive yourself because should he exist, I mean, naturally, no. Let me make sure, too, that people can see the screen. Yes, you can. Okay. I was like, I just realized I didn't know. Yes, you can. So, yeah, obviously the answer naturally is no, Rowan should not exist, but he does. And that's sort of, like, I don't know, this might be my own, like, spirituality coming into play, that, like, to me, I feel like God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes things that are not supposed to be are. And so you can just make the best of that. And I definitely think Rowan, if I say it's your choice, I'm worried Rowan's actually going to sacrifice himself because you've shown you're willing to do things like that. And I think that Rowan just dying for the sake of dying is not going to heal anybody. It doesn't do it doesn't bring anything good. It makes these crusaders happy, but I don't really care about them being happy. So, forgive yourself. Stay where you are, knight. We won't let you take him. Aoife. I hoped we could bring the world peace, but you are selfish. Cower all and bear witness to divine judgment. Epilogue. 'Tis well, he died. So you have endgame and epilogue. That's such a good fake out. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna defend our friend, because that's what we do. Okay, let's use our stuff here first. So another design question I have. You have, like, I can increase Rowan's magic. Is there ever a way that he could use that?
Of course, yeah. So there are magic weapons, and
that pull from magic. Oh yeah, that pull from magic instead of strength.
Yeah, so I would say Aoife actually has some pretty good potential to use some of the magic weapons in the game. Rowan, I would say, definitely could, but I don't know if it's maybe the best choice for him just based on his stats.
His natural proclivity.
Yes, yeah.
And I like that too. That's something people talk about in games. Like off air, we talked about Three Houses some. And I'll go ahead and say something that I don't like in SRPGs that much is complete freedom of choice with characters. I don't want every character to be able to fill every role exactly, because then that makes them less unique. Am I actually... Who am I on? I'm on Kier, okay. I was like, he has magic and defense cap. I thought I was on Rowan for a second still. I was like, why is Rowan so fast? I mean, I think we... let's give 1 point of res, because we're dealing with so many magic users on this chapter, and then we'll give a point of speed. What determines a void? What stat is that?
Speed. Yep.
Okay, then yeah, we're gonna
So
just...
it's actually speed and luck. Speed, it's gives ×2, and luck is just like the stat. So the avoid stat is luck plus speed ×2, and then other bonuses.
I see. Yeah, we're not going to give Amir speed. She is never going to not get doubled by things.
Yeah. Probably a lost cause.
But she has, well, yeah, defense, or res. Let's do res since we're going into this. Oh, you have a none. And Conal, you have 5. Okay. Conal, let's go res. Oh, I don't have the cost for it. Okay, well, let's just try and have him kill things in one hit, so he doesn't get hit. Alright, I think we are good to go. I will defeat... If we defeat their leaders, this will end. I won't let them take you, Rowan. Alright. Oh, okay, there he is. I wondered if he disappeared. He's got Excalibur. That's awesome. Judgment. A rare light tome. Effective against undead units. Okay. Alright. Let's do our save, because we can look at... I keep wanting to see, like, when you make a route split or, like, a choice really late in the game like this, my temptation to see all of it just goes way higher.
Right.
So I'm like, let's keep up doing saves. Okay. Alright, let's turn on... Something I wish this was not quite such an ugly yellow, and I know that's part of SRPG Maker.
Yeah. No,
I just wish that looked different.
No, I agree, and that's actually something that has been on my list and is actually fairly easy to do. I just haven't done it, but I've definitely noticed it more watching your videos. I've been like, ooh, yeah, that is super ugly.
Yeah, and
I don't play with it on all the time, so I don't see it as much. Like if I do it, I usually click it on, click it off. But for people that leave it on, you definitely don't want.
Yeah, it's just kind of how I play games, so I know that, like, it would look better for the YouTube if I didn't, but I'm like, people also want to see me try my best, and so...
Yeah. Completely fair.
I went for that. That could have gone real bad. Ooh, they actually, like, hit kind of hard.
They've got some pretty strong tomes.
Yes, they do, but... as it should be, this is pretty endgame. Yeah, let's not do that. I also want to say, you have completely, like... I've talked about on Turn by Turn as well. For a while, I didn't consider, like, RPG Maker games a real game, even. And part of that was the people I was listening to. I listened to reviewers that didn't really give them the time of day. And then SRPG Maker wasn't a thing, but it is now, obviously.
Right.
But you are one of the people that has completely sold me on this. It's just an engine, and you can do pretty amazing things with it.
And there are definitely limitations. I mean, and we talked about this in that kind of previous interview that we did, but I have mixed feelings because I have definitely felt a lot of that stigma and kind of like been hard on myself. Like, why are you even doing this? It's just SRPG maker or like studio game, so why are you even bothering? Or like I've just had a lot of hesitation about even trying, but things like that allow someone like me that doesn't have like a lot of programming knowledge or like honestly interest
Yeah.
to like I'm it's just not something that is I'm more interested in other
You
things.
don't want to be
I'm
a
not
programmer, and that's totally
right.
fine.
Yes. Yeah. Not at all to say that like programmers don't have value. Like definitely do. And honestly, I'm very appreciative of the community for this engine is for like how kind of a niche of an engine it is. The community is actually pretty active, and I've definitely appreciated a lot of the things that they have provided, and they've made this engine a lot more workable. So.
Yes! That was one of the items I was the most upset about losing. It got stolen from me, and now I have it again.
Right. Right. I will say on Ghost, it's maybe a tough item, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to, I want to give it to Amir.
yes, that's perfect. Perfect for her.
That's who had it, but it got stolen from her, and I was sad.
Right.
Okay. So do I want to have, what is his chance to hit? 75? Oh, he takes 2, it's fine. Alright. I wanted them to take me. Why wouldn't, oh, whoops. I actually skipped that. Why wouldn't you listen to me? I think it said.
You could, even if you wanted to look at the log.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you listen? Sweet. I forget that's an option.
You're good.
What if someone else dies in this fight? What if you die? I know it's selfish, but I won't let them take you. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. Anything that happens here is on me. I made this choice. I'm not sorry. I like it. I'm just gonna try and minimize damage here, because this is looking to be a rough turn. Oh. Alright, let's try and not die. I might have to redo this differently. I think Judith. Yeah, Judith's one I haven't moved. Prayer. What was that? I gotta go look at that. Okay. Blessing. Oh, heal him. Okay. Alright, yep. And I'm gonna be a weenie on this one, and we're gonna... Yeah, there's my turn 8. Turn 10 for chapter 8. Alright, so we gotta get a lot of kills here is what we gotta do. That's pretty much our only option. Okay. Okay, I really wanted that to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, Ghost, you have a lot of avoid. Get rid of that guy. Actually, oh, it was 2. Oops, I thought it was 4.
I think it was because of that item.
Oh, yeah, I need to get that off of him stat. Well, Rowan can't reach, but that would... Well, Rowan actually has... Oh, he's not full. Okay, yeah. I'll have Rowan take that for now, because that is not a bad item for him to have either, because I've kind of played him as the strong... He's the strong one that hits hard, and Aoife's the fast one that I didn't expect to hit hard that also now hits hard.
Yeah, he's he's kind of a knight kind of archetype.
Okay. Oh, I didn't give Kier another heal. That was something I meant to do as well. Oops. I don't know if there... Did anybody have a second one? I thought I got one. I might have sent it to Convoy. Well, that's my bad. If he's next to Aoife, can he access Convoy? No. Okay.
So that's actually dependent on difficulty is access to Convoy. So actually in the story difficulty, Rowan and Aoife can access Convoy. And then only Aoife in the normal mode, and then in challenge, I wanted to, again, with the limited inventory, I really wanted to make, especially the challenge mode, a little bit more like you get kind of your battle preparation, and then after that, you're on your own.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yes. I'm so dependent on chance right now.
Yeah.
I am living by a thread. Living dangerously. I didn't check what the prayer does. I still got to do that.
Ghost is reliable to be able to maybe avoid tank a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm sweating real hard. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Okay, let's look at that prayer before I forget. What is that? Prayer. A relic divine grants saved. Ally has significant chance to survive combat and increase stats for 3 turns. Interesting. So who is he casting? He's casting it on that guy?
That's something, that was actually something that I even knew about, and kind of in my testing, wanted to maybe make it so that AI was a little bit smarter, not casting on units that aren't ultimately gonna get to be able to do anything with that. But
Yeah, I don't think it's that kind of thing's not that big a deal.
yeah.
This, on the other hand, I'm just like, ah. Okay, let's see. Her hit is real bad on that guy. He won't die. But he won't be able to dodge tank like this forever. I am not expecting him to be able to do that. Alright, some people gotta die for us to live. I kind of like that. She can, for her to be able to not chip somebody, to just get rid of somebody is pretty good.
Yeah, and flyers tend to be pretty, I think a lot of people tend to feel like flyers are overpowered in these games. So I definitely wanted to, while I think she's definitely got a lot of utility, I didn't want to make her like often able to finish that kind of thing.
Yeah. Man, everybody's good against Rowan, but I guess that is literally what their entire existence is about.
Yeah.
She can pretty reliably get rid of that guy. It's this guy right in front of Ghost that's giving me pause. Darn. Was hoping that would solve that problem. Oh, I can get Ennis in here. Can Ennis just... Oh, he doesn't hurt him at all.
Yeah, the cleric's got pretty good res.
Yes, he does. Amir might be... This might be too dangerous for Amir to even participate, really. Her res is not great. And I didn't finish my thought completely. Like, this not only made me, like, view... Or it not only helped me view SRPG games as real games, it makes me want to play more in this engine, because, like, I actually like it. Like, because the biggest thing to me in, like, a game, if it's fun, is it fun to move my little guys around and stuff? And in this, the answer is yeah. I like the way it feels. I like the little, like, the walking sound that Aoife does. Like, it feels good. It feels like, I don't know what the right word is, like, consequential. It makes me want to do it, so.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I think one thing, I mean, just for budgetary reasons, I didn't really want to do like full combat scenes, but I've also found, I find myself in other SRPG games kind of turning off animations anyway. And then I also felt just like having on-map animations just made everything a lot smoother, I feel like it just feels a lot better.
It's something that I would have liked to see, and I thought I would miss it more than I did, though. Like, it doesn't matter too much, because I definitely play with those on.
Right.
But yeah, it just doesn't matter too much, and I figured it was a budgetary call.
Yeah.
I really wish I could dance Aoife, but I don't think it's possible. 18, nah, there's no way. I'm thinking about blocking that guy, too. No, everybody's too in range. There's no way for me to not have that guy be able to hit everybody. Okay, we can get rid of that guy. This is a very trial and error thing. I still can't believe there's another map after endgame. I'm still like wild. And I'm wondering, my guess right now is if Rowan just offers himself, we don't do this. Well, I'll make sure to look at it, but that's my guess.
Yeah, I won't tell you.
I think I need to dance Conal, because I think this guy is scarier. So I think that's what we need to do. We need to get rid of him. Ah, empty level. Alright.
Always a bummer.
Rowan is in range of that guy. But I wonder if he'll go for Rowan. If that's the... that guy is going to go for Rowan. Okay. I want to use Rowan as bait. Because I'm worried this guy's going to hit somebody that is worse. Your res is 6. I have Rowan. I have faith Rowan will live. His res is 5. So I have faith that you'll live that now.
He's got some good HP too. I think he's...
You could hit though, so... I think what I want to do is move Amir up 1. I think that's what I want to do. I don't want you to hit Judith though. Alright, let's try that. Oh, he's going for... Oh, it's because the kill is possible. Extra strength, extra luck, which we need. No! Alright, I'll reset. I don't want to lose Conal to save Rowan. That just feels bad.
Oh, yeah.
Who can die? Like, how can... Oh, I can just end my turn and that'll probably kill somebody.
You can also space to skip if you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Or you hold X and it goes fast.
Yes.
They're all going... See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they all... Ghost is just... There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, it's not fair. Ghost has his last stand and he's like, I shall not die. Alright, so let's do that a little bit differently. Yeah, I still think Ayoka getting that was the best thing she could do for us. Um, 11. I mean, Ghost was being an animal there. Let's see.
Really is just an animal.
He is. I'm gonna move Innes up because I have faith in Innes that he can do anything. That was my good hit.
Just an animal. I mean, like, literally an animal, not that being an animal is less.
Yes. I could get rid of that guy with Kier, but I think I had him do something else that was really important. I trust Aoife to dodge too. Alright, let's do that. I'll only do 20, which is not enough. Something else too that I was thinking about, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel, but you should definitely upload the Walk with the Living music, or I could do it. I don't really care. It just needs to be on YouTube.
I am using an artist's music named Ketsa, and he just has a lot of really great tracks, and I definitely should kind of compile the soundtrack.
Yeah, just a playlist even, because I would listen to this while I'm doing other things.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing I could have done this more optimally because he's next to Aoife and could dance her, and that would definitely be better than anything he could do. If I just throw that, it's not bad. Let's go that. Let's go for that. All right. I will take that.
You didn't get a dead level up that time?
Nope, Aoka got it this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's... I'm gonna go around. I think that's the play here. Did I... Okay, I still have the ornate statue. Kier can take some of these hits. I'm gonna have Kier get rid of that guy. There we go. Still have some concern. You can get rid of that guy. Yeah. Alright, I'm still requiring him to dodge some, which I don't like. But... less. Okay, you hit 12 on him. So, then you're gonna do your thing. Are you gonna hit more than that? Probably not, but I think that we just get you out of range. So his range is to there, so...
You can even check their...
I'm good.
Okay.
No!
I was just gonna say, oh, rough. Oh.
Okay. Rowan, go stand out there and die for me.
That's also something, I mean, ultimately, I have mixed feelings about, like, how much RNG is, like, in games like this, and I did things to, there were definitely design decisions that I made to try and mitigate that as much as possible, but I think some of it is maybe just part of the territory.
Yeah, there's always going to be some.
Yeah.
Darn it. That worked last time, but not this time. But that got him weak enough I could still kill him off. The ghost thing didn't work out for me, but that guy needs to die too. Maybe more so. Let's do that. Let's see if Kier can handle that better. And then... I attacked with Ennis last time. I think I need to dance Aoife and just have her keep going ham on these guys. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. And then... He could still attack Ghost, couldn't he? Yeah, I need that guy to die. Yeah, Rowan cannot take all of that. For sure. But he'll only take 2 hits. Right?
And so the shield maidens also, they've got really high hit, so Ghost is vulnerable maybe more to them than someone like Rowan.
Okay, let's do that.
He's got really high hits.
Yeah, and then we'll pull Ghost back. I do still think that them going back is the thing to do. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, Rowan can handle 1 hit. Okay. We've survived another turn. Alright, yeah, now... I am most scared of this guy, probably. So let's get rid of him. I've also, something we could talk about, I love the scale of this game, because it's small. It's not an SRPG that goes on forever and ever, and it's not supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, and I really wanted to have a small scale in just a lot of different ways, like narratively, but also, yeah, in terms of, I I also don't think every SRPG needs to be like 30 chapters or whatever. Like, I think
No, there's some that I play in Fire Emblem, even modern day Fire Emblem games, that I'm like, did I really need the whole chapter for that?
yeah,
Like, that could have been a dialogue thing, and then we could have moved on.
right.
All right, that'll do. Boom. We're starting to get this under control.
I feel like that's a great feeling, like when enemies start going down and you're like, okay, map's starting to get clear.
My sweat's drying a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Like, part of it's my house is hot because in Texas it's like 100 degrees right now.
Yeah.
Um.
Same in Indiana. So.
Yeah. But. All right, Ghost can get that. Does he have anything else I can steal? He's got the leather shield. Do I want it? I kind of want it. Konal could get that kill. Okay, let's see if I can set this up to where I can steal that because I want it. All right, let's do this. Konal can go over here. What does he have the highest hit with? 72 twice. 100. Boom. There we go. All right, he gets a good level this time. Innis can absolutely get that kill. Yeah. All right, yeah, we can steal safely. Aha! How do you like it? All right. Bang. I don't like giving Innis kills because he doesn't get experience anymore, but if it is for the good of the order, we'll do it.
We're also reaching the end, so you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to do things that I wasn't before. Just because of that. And that's also why I'm like resetting when I lose people. Like, we're right at the end.
Yeah. Totally understand.
I want everybody who is still alive to get to go home.
Yeah.
And speaking of, since this will be the last main episode, I'm probably gonna count the rest as like bonus or something, because this is like my definitive. I'm happy with this being my definitive path through the game.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about what's next for you?
Yeah, so I am currently working on a sequel to Walk with the Living. It is, yeah, I can definitely say that it is a sequel. I can definitely say that there are multiple characters who will return, and I can definitely say that even though there are characters that return, the main focus is on a different cast.
I think that's
least,
good.
Yeah, at least for part of the game, I'll say that the main focus is on some new folks. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm currently working on. I'm hoping to have that release sometime early next year. Could be earlier than that, who knows? But I'm very happy with kind of the progress I'm making on that. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. I've also gotten to maybe try some things with that game that just because I learned so much kind of making this one, I'm just excited to kind of be doing some new things. So yeah.
And I could not be more excited about it. And this is your commitment. We will play that on this channel. It'll definitely get a Let's Play.
I appreciate it.
My biggest worry for you is I don't know how you're gonna honor all of the different paths through the game. Because like,
So
what if Kier died early on? That's a really big thing. That like, if he didn't, he has to come back. If he did, then I don't know.
I will say, I guess if you're someone who really cares about canon, maybe don't play. I mean, for me, I think there definitely is a consistent path that the second game follows. But for me, I think the other paths are still just as real, just as important, or just as like interesting as the one that I kind of chose. So there is, I guess, a canon with the second game, but honestly, I'm not a I'm not a huge canon person. I'm not super. Like, I think all of the different paths in the game are equally as interesting, and so the one that I chose for the sequel is really just the one that ended up happening. But there definitely will be kind of consequences of the things that happened in the first game. I wish I could do a like carry over your own save and kind of
I
make choices
wondered
based
how
on that.
hard that would be, and my guess
Yeah.
was, especially for someone that's not a programmer, very.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not something that currently I'm making it with in mind. So yeah, it is the way that it's currently structured is, and I don't see it changing. It would definitely change the path of the game a lot and the path of my development if that changed.
If
But
somebody wants to donate $50,000
right.
suddenly, then you'll get a lot of
Yeah.
cool things.
Yeah. But yeah, as of now, it's kind of the way that it's rolling is there's an ending that the second game kind of follows, and
I didn't think he would move.
so yes, that is again what I was kind of talking about before. My intention is never for characters to move, but yes, these units do kind of move once you get close enough to them.
I see. I really want Rowan to kill this guy. I don't know how doable that is, given that guy's like right there. But that's like what I really want to have happen. Can he do 15? I mean, I think the thing is just we just gotta go for that. And then if I have to reset, well, it might cause a reset, but do they have dialogue? I would assume.
Here's the thing. I actually forget. So
right.
I actually want to say that I don't know if they do. So that was something I was actually kind of worried about. As you were talking about that, I was like, ooh, I can't remember if they have dialogue.
All right, let's see. They do not.
They do not.
All right, well, let's see.
Should.
Can I salvage this? I don't know. Let's find out. Can he be felled with a bow? Not from that.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah, I've put myself in not a good spot, but that's okay.
Well,
I could
to be
move.
fair, he moved when you didn't think he was gonna move. So.
Yeah, that's actually. Oh no, he still can't do anything. What is your 28? All right. I mean, that's not as bad. That's not worse than anything else we're looking at. What if that? Okay. Let's get rid of you, and then that presents Ghost as a target, and on the bones he has higher avoid, so he should maybe be good. Then let's do that and heal you up so that you can be as good as you can be. And then let's go ahead and shoot him as we can. Let's do everything we can do. We're just gonna make the most of it. Oh, did I? I didn't even know. Oh, yeah, I did.
I think so.
Alright, I think that's as good as it gets. That's not good. We're gonna need a dodge. And we didn't get it. Alright, that's fine. Well, now we know how that works.
Yeah, again, the intention is not for that trial and error to kind of be there, but yeah, I do think that it will show if you get close enough to him and it's not the end of your phase. It should show like once you're close enough to him, it should show that he is now moving.
Okay. And it's also that part of the reason like viewers might be like, why are you doing this? Because I want to show you guys everything. And so like would I normally put Rowan in harm's way like that? No. But if they have a talk, I feel obligated to like show that.
Yeah.
Right.
You as a player, like expecting them to have a talk, I as a developer should probably have anticipated that and had that it's never good, like kind of when you have a feeling like that, like, ooh, this is like there's going to be some kind of conversation here, or there's going to be some kind of maybe like secret thing that I could see here, and then it not happen. So
Yeah, the weirdest one to me still is, and we haven't talked about it even off camera, Konal being killed.
okay, so that was so I was actually pretty I was mad at myself for the end because the events were not like going the way they should have. There were bugs definitely there in the end. When you won, you should not be able to. It doesn't make any sense for Rowan to be able to kill Connell. That is now I have updated like since you posted that video, and I think everything is fixed now. But yeah, so when Rowan attempts to attack Connell, it should. Like immediately cue a different thing so that you don't have a weird moment where he's like murdering his lover for no reason.
Yeah. Well, I just was like, I don't know, maybe the heat of the battle or something. I just expected there to be some sort of talk and then for it to resolve, not for it to be like, oh, so like nothing happens.
Yeah. No, definitely, definitely not intended. Yeah.
I kind of knew it was a bug when literally nothing happened. I was like, oh, that's not right. Also, I love that now that he has a shield, Ghost can like shove people. I find that funny. All right, so since they don't have a talk, I'm gonna like not put Rowan in harm's way. I think that's the play. Yeah, you can try to fight Aoife. Good luck with that. Aoife's like so good.
Yeah, I feel like there usually aren't a lot of like units that have decent resistance but also are like strength focused. So I wanted, especially knowing that
have swap item Excalibur. What? I've also found that things don't go to convoy. They just get deleted.
That is definitely not supposed to happen. So when did you
it was really early on. I started like, it was like, do you want to like, because it was like, oh, I could send like put a confirm here and it would send the burglar's pouch to the convoy, but instead I went to the convoy and it was like, oh, there's nothing there. So I just send, but if I send every new item to the convoy, then I don't have that worry. Also, the Excalibur drops there. I assume that's mainly for New Game Plus.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it carrying over weapons, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So the New Game Plus carries over gold and weapons. Really, that's all that it. I mean, so I shouldn't say that's all. That like there may be some potential stat boosts based on various, like if you get certain character endings, characters might get some stat boosts in the next playthrough.
That's something I didn't know. That's awesome.
Yeah. So my goal with that is really with allowing weapons to carry over. I think it makes for kind of new fun, like that early game chapter, like the second chapter that you play with just the three of them, with just Aoife, Kier, and Rowan.
Yeah.
With different weapons available, that chapter would play very differently. So
yes, it would.
I just wanted to make it. Yeah, I wanted to make it kind of new options are available with new tools.
So what my objective here? Do I need to route? Survive. Okay, interesting. Yeah, probably route.
Yeah. So I can say that if you defeat both the bosses, then the chapter ends. I put survive. I maybe should change that, but I
think it's fine for a last chapter. Like stuff's hard.
I felt like it kind of fit the theme, so you know.
Yeah. I might change it to live, just because it would be like with the living wink, but I don't know. I like corny stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it is definitely corny. All right. Alright, let's get Aoife going back that way. But yeah, this has been a good... I would say, too, everything except Chapter 8 has felt good with difficulty.
That's good feedback to have. Yeah, like I said, I definitely, after your playthrough, was like, ooh, there are some things I would like to adjust there, and definitely went in and kind of nothing major. One other reason that I don't have a super consistent devlog with updates, as I probably should, is a lot of the stuff are like, the game hasn't changed drastically in any way since since it released, but there have definitely been like small, it's mostly like difficulty adjustments, like bugs, things like that.
Yeah. I was gonna ask something else too that was about balancing, and I forget what it was now. I don't know. Oh yeah, another thing that I thought was odd was that I got to see the camp like one time.
Yes. Yeah. So
Because
that's
I started thinking like, oh, the game is gonna be like that now, and then it was like, oh no, that was just a one-off.
Yeah. So that is just like kind of a it's kind of the mid-ish point of the game, and that's the only chance I feel I feel like there could potentially be some kind of like hint, maybe more to players that like use all of your gold now, like shop now.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that I don't think you like bought anything.
I didn't, but then I did end up using it on Nameless. So I pretty much gave him all my gold. And I would have given him everything.
Okay.
I would have recruited him, but like I didn't know that was a thing. So really, the way I could have done that, I think, is sell some things to have enough gold to pay him off. But I mean, things to know for a different let's play or a different playthrough.
Right.
Replayability.
Yes.
These guys are not. I'm a little worried about that. I like that Ghost can just kind of keep this locked down by himself over here.
Right. Again, trying to keep the pacing not like so it's just too like, okay, then I have to move all my units over to kill this next person.
I don't think there's too many. There's not even too many units to move. Like, it's fine.
Right.
And definitely, I don't think I've called for it too much. If you're watching this and you've made it all the way through, thank you. But if you have feedback as well, make sure to leave that in the comments, because I bet Cole will be checking that.
I definitely will, and I definitely appreciate everything that folks have, like reviews that people have left. I super appreciate that. So yeah, if you happen to be listening and you have already written a Steam review, I really appreciate it. If you have played but haven't written a review, I would love like any feedback is good feedback.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna leave one at some point. I am working on. I have like my Steam profile is just kind of my personal one. I haven't changed it for the channel. I'm probably gonna do that. And then it's hard to find SRPGs on Steam because there's not a tab for it. It's just grouped in with turn-based and strategy, and I'm like.
So I think there is a strategy RPG tag, but what I will say is that
people don't use it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I think sometimes people are using it when they have kind of maybe like a visual novel with some like with some management aspects and stuff like that. Like some people have kind of used it maybe a little more liberally than someone that is a huge fan of the genre might.
I would agree. But I'm trying to put together a Steam group, which eventually you have to do like so many reviews. And I'm going to kind of turn that into a curator page, I think, that has all the SRPGs on Steam and kind of my thoughts on them.
I think that'd be awesome.
So this will be the first one on that list probably, but I want to keep adding to it over time. Let's see. Can I? Okay, I was like, let's find somebody to get rid of. You have full health. You can take, like, 1 hit. For sure. Yeah, that'll be alright. Oh, and he crits. Perfect. Let's get you in. Actually, you don't even have to take a hit. Oops. I don't think it shows up on the recording, but sometimes I have friends on Steam that are showing up. Another thing I wish you would add is a DLC, even if it does nothing, that costs like $2. And then it's like just... I've seen some indie people do that. That's like, this DLC does absolutely nothing. It's just, if you like my game and you want to send me $2, you can do that easily.
Yeah, so one reason for that, so I will say the second game is definitely going to be a commercial project, but one reason for that I wouldn't do that is because I have used some, like the music, for example, is licensed under, like the current use that I'm using is non-commercial use.
I see.
So yeah, so just for legal reasons, I'm not able to do that with this game, but I am excited for the opportunity to do that with the next game, and I definitely will be. Yeah, I mean, and I've really appreciated. There was like one of the Steam reviews that was like, "I'd pay money for this," and I was like, "Oh, I appreciate,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Good to hear."
It does make it really hard not to recommend your game, because then if people are like, should I play it? It's like, it's free. Like,
Right.
Even if you hate it, yes. give it a shot.
Yeah.
What do you have? Oh, you have another ornate stat. You have prayer ring. What's that do? I'm like thinking now about like a second playthrough. Like, restores some HP every turn and gives res. I might want to steal that. Oh well, nah. It would take me a while to get Ghost over there, and Aoife's stuff is full, so... Let's just bring this to a close. The other thing I thought about balancing that I forgot was I would make this unstealable.
Ooh, good to know.
Because I think I left it in at one point in Chapter 8, his skull got stolen, and I was like, they can steal that? Like, it's in his art that he's holding it. Like, what on earth?
That's a fucked up thing to steal. Yeah, that would be super messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very distraught when that happened. So I was like, yeah, maybe I would make that unstealable. Like, yeah. They took his skull? That makes me mad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about how I want to do this. Okay, I just need to reinforce her with Kier. That's what I need to do. So let's do that. I was hoping she'd get a dodge, but then I can have Kier come in. Or Innes, I mean. Oh, you know what? That actually might be the better way to do that. Let's heal her up. Boom. And then we can just tell Judith to move. There we go. I think we're happy with that. Yeah, I knew that might attack Innes, but that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna do one last save in case you put some kind of bombshell on me where I get a choice at the end of this. And then I think that will do it. Alright. We'll have Conal move up. Get rid of this guy. There we go. And the final... Oh yeah, she can't do that by herself. And he can't damage him. Can Kier help? His blind makes that hard, but yeah, we'll do that. We'll have everybody kind of contribute here. Yeah, it's fine. It's the last turn. Alright, now... Yeah. There we go. It's over. Oh, that's all she says. You should know, death is not the end. In death, I've prepared a final solution. The voice echoes. Out of the darkness, a piercing light appears, a final judgment. You did hit me with another choice. Alright, And I wondered too before, when it says Aoife rests, is there a reason to do that?
So gives her +3 HP.
Okay, but there's not a plot reason.
No, I've mainly given that as a way so that if maybe characters have died, that would be able to have a support conversation during that moment, and you only have, or maybe I guess just to maybe for some reason you don't want to do a support conversation during that moment. And maybe you just want the 3 HP. I can't imagine you would want that, but mainly it's there so that there's something.
I told you I glanced at the thing. I did see why you might not want some supports.
Well, that's also yes, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm getting at, I'll just say for people is, if Rowan has a good enough relationship with Aoife or Kier, he can't get Conal. Which would make me sad, because I like to get all the characters. But it's interesting, it's Aoife, Kier, or Conal. Let's do Aoife first, and then we'll see the others. Aoife reaches me just in time. Then she lies on the floor at my feet. Everything is silent. I don't know if this is Rowan talking. Niad. Oh! I'll hold you again. Interesting. God, I'm gonna have so many bonus episodes for this, just looking at the little things. I must return to Her Majesty in Renmark. I will let her know that our job is done. I will also relay the costs. Tell the Queen that I'm sorry. Tell her I failed. Goodbye, Rowan. Did Rowan fail? I thought that his mission was to defeat Odgar, and we did that.
So he did, in his conversation with the Queen, with Mabe, had a they had kind of a conversation where he promised that he would protect Aoife.
Did she die?
Yes.
Oh, that was the reacting thing.
Yes.
Oh. Oh no.
It's maybe clearer with maybe the other potential options, but
I see.
Yeah, I realize with your reaction, I'm like, well, maybe I need to make it clear, but yeah.
Goodbye, Rowan. Every day is hard. Living was hard the first time. Also, I wondered if you liked the voice I gave everybody. I know that's probably pretty up to interpretation.
No, I think it's fun. I love it.
It's harder the second time. Aoife wanted you to live. Don't feel guilty. She'd hate that. She hated the guilt and pain we carry. I don't know if I'm strong enough, though. I don't want to disappoint her, but I don't think I'm strong enough to move on. I need her. I miss her already. God, I feel terrible. I've decided I'm leaving. Conal and I are leaving. We don't know where we're going. I don't know if I'll see you again. I understand. I'll be alright. Goodbye, Rowan. I was about to say, Ennis better be here. I'll take care of Kier. Thank you, Ennis. I don't hate you, Kier. I'm sorry things ended this way. And something I did like the way you handled was, I know plot-wise people would be like, well, why doesn't Kier just bring everybody back? You just kind of had a one-off line about it where he was like, something feels different. I just can't do it again. And I was like, I like the idea that that kind of took something out of him, and he's not even fully sure what he lost doing it.
Yeah.
But I like that kind of is very up to interpretation. And I like I like that as a reason for why he can't just do this all the time.
Yeah, you definitely need, there has to be some kind of cost to it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I like that cost is not quite tangible. It just is something is different. I'm sorry things ended this way. I tried to make things different. But I didn't try hard enough. Maybe I'm not strong enough either. Are you ready? Yeah. Take my hand. Let's run away together. I'm glad I found you. Forever yours. Aw, I wondered if we would have the... Alright.
Of course.
Kier and Ennis, the healer and the artist. The couple settled in the small village south of Renmark, following in the footsteps of his former love. Kier became a renowned healer and was beloved for his emotional approach to the arts of healing and magic. Innis produced plays, often tales about death, and with Kier, made their village a haven for artists. On occasion, they traveled, performing plays and treating the ill wherever they went. I'm happy with that ending for them. Something I thought that I was like, there's no way you programmed this, but now I'm not so sure. Kier expresses that he doesn't want to fight in chapter 1 at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. If I never have him fight, is that a thing?
It's definitely something I thought about, but practically it was just not, it wasn't a huge priority for me to program that in, but it absolutely was something that I thought about. And I will say it's also something I've thought a lot about for the second game, that like, if I am going to have characters say that, I probably should be able to kind of, again, you never want to, as a player, ultimately as a developer, my goal is, if you have a thought like that as a player, I never want to like not meet your expectations. I always like, if you have a cool thought like that, like, okay, I'm gonna not have him fight anyone because I want to see this, right? And I know that you didn't have him like fight anyone in that first chapter, and I don't know if that's because of like potential, because I know you mentioned like a trade bug or something. But
yes, that is why I had to send his tome to the convoy rather than take it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So,
but I also wasn't sure he could fight, because he said that, and I was like, I don't know if he can fight, so I didn't even know if it was worth trying.
Right. No, but yeah. Ultimately, I think like as a developer, that's my goal, is really to like, if you have a thought like that, I want to make sure I'm not letting you down. So that's definitely something I've thought about. Currently, I'll say not something that is in the game.
Okay. I mean, it was some. I'm obviously not let down, because immediately I was like, ooh, he doesn't want to fight, but ooh, he's good at this.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got. Aoka and Amir, loyal friends. The two parted ways when Aoka returned to her mother's side, and Amir returned to Renmark. When her mother passed, Aoka traveled with Funmi for several years, stopping wherever they wished. Unburdened by responsibility for the first time, with great courage, Amir proposed to Queen Mabe, and the two reconciled their past. News of their engagement spread throughout Estia, and Aoka arrived in Renmark just days before the wedding, to whisk away her old friend on an adventure. Ooh, would like to see that as like a side thing. The buddy cop film. Amir was glad for the reminder that she could always get away, that she was always her own. Good ending for them. Rowan and Conal, the married couple. Rowan and Conal wed, vowing to stay together through sickness and health, in life and death. A little bit awkward there. Because yeah, I'm like, he's already dead, so, but yeah. They settled on a farm, far from any nearby villages, and lived peacefully. Okay, I have to, that's funny to me, because I literally wrote what I'd want from a sequel. And that was time to have passed for characters, and them to have kept living. And I wrote, maybe Kier and Innis have split up. Maybe no one has seen Aoife in a few years. Rowan is a farmer now. I don't know. So you already have... It ends with Rowan is a farmer. So I'm like, hey, all right, I'm already on the money.
I do love, I love that you're thinking about these things, and it just, like, it tells me, just as like a writer, storyteller, like a developer, like that feels good that you're like invested enough in the characters that you're thinking about that. And I will say, like I said, the sequel takes place some years after, and there definitely are, like, you definitely will see some of the characters after some time has passed. So yeah.
Good. I'm excited for it. With Conal's touch, Rowan embraced his body, smooth lines and hard edges of bone. As Conal aged, his body grew to resemble Rowan's, thin, bony. Rowan cared for him in his final days, and Rowan remembered the touch of his love long after he was gone. The emotions. Okay. Don't cry on camera. It's fine. Music by Ketsa, sound by Dan Crosby. All right, I'm not gonna read all these out, but
You're good. You're good.
we have seen
Yeah.
the credits.
Yes.
Marky Joe helped with this.
So that's what I was talking about before, like the community. I definitely
Oh
used a lot of
yeah, yeah. I
the
did
community
see.
too.
I did see that he was working on that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot he had like made SRPG like a maker like a. Oh, hang on. Aw, I definitely wanted to notice the special things. Yeah, I saw Marky Joe. Marky Joe used to do Fire Emblem stuff back in the day on YouTube,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
watched him growing up because I, like you, am pretty young comparatively. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I saw he hadn't uploaded in forever, but one of the last things he uploaded was he was like, I love SRPG Maker, and I'm like going all in on this. So that's awesome to see his name pop up here.
Yeah, I know that he is definitely still active in the community again, just from kind of my lurking. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that was Walk with the Living. If you guys want my other things I had, my ideas for a sequel before we wrap up here, I know this is going to be a long episode, but it's the finale, so whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I was saying another way you could handle the sequel for without carrying your save over is the way Mass Effect does. If you don't carry your save over, it asks you
Yeah.
questions. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be like, is this character alive for you? Did this happen? And then it kind of
Right.
infers some things about your playstyle and kind of tries to do that. So I was like, maybe that would be easier to figure out than programming how to maintain your save, because that sounds hard.
Yes, I've definitely thought about it. Yeah.
Another cat character would be fun. Doesn't have to be Ghost, but like a white cat named Spectre or Boo.
Love it.
Um, just more world buildy stuff. I'd love to see more factions and countries. I said I'd be interested to see the heads of the church faction. Can check that off the list now. They did show up at the end there. There aren't too many characters that have like portraits that are not playable, but it would be cool to maybe play as the queen if she's around again. Yeah, and then at the end, I just had my idea for a DLC that did nothing, or you could have Rowan have a funny hat or something that was
Love that.
that was
He's got
to.
a
I saw a
little
game.
bonnet or something.
I saw a game the other day that had that. That was like this. This is a DLC totally just to support the devs because the game is free, and it gives the main character like a gold hat or something, like a top hat.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That has been Walk with the Living, and it's taken a while for us to record this, so I don't know if Cole wants to stick around. That's totally up to him. You might see him in the next bonus episodes of me covering some different endings and some different choices, because we're definitely going to look at those. I'm very
I'll
curious.
hang around for a while.
All right, sweet. So stay tuned for that. But as far as the Let's Play goes, I'm counting this as the finale. So thank you all so much for coming with me on this journey. It's been a ton of fun. I loved. I was interested in this game to start. Didn't know where it was going to go, and it definitely is one of my favorites now. I think it is just awesome. And it does it in ways that it's not sprawling like Radiant, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. It's not like this giant, like, beefy thing, but it just gets to the point and tells a fun story, and I definitely got really invested in the characters. I care a lot about what happens to them. I was being serious, like the don't cry on camera, don't cry on camera. So
well, I appreciate
yeah.
it. I appreciate that so much. Like, and I've really had a blast watching your playthroughs, not only from just like a dev perspective, but also just like a human person perspective. I've just really appreciated like the joy that you've been bringing to it. So that makes me thrilled that you've been having a good time with it.
I appreciate it, and thank you so much for coming on, and especially from the viewers too. We're gonna do some bonus episodes and look at different things. And then my plan is, I know I kind of have two different audiences. Some people are just here for the Shining stuff, for Shining Force and all that, and that's totally fine. But I'm interested, I've said before that if I just do Shining content and nothing else, I will burn myself out. I can't do that. I have to be doing other things. So my plan was to move on to another game after this. And I think that's still what I'm going to do for now. But if you guys want to see another run of Walk with the Living where Kier dies, and that would you say, Cole, that is the biggest like route? That's the biggest change.
Yes, and then I would also imagine that, I mean, there are some characters like Iobo, who is the
Yeah,
character that, that you lost pretty early on. I think you know that Fionn, he has kind of that relationship with his sister, which you didn't see at all. So lots of stuff that you could potentially see in addition to that route split where Kier does not make it through that second chapter.
Yes. So if you guys want to see that, leave a comment here and let me know. And if I get an outpouring, this is something like I have not fully decided if I'm doing it yet on air. I might do it anyway, just myself. But if you guys want to see that, comment and let me know, because I'm genuinely asking. You will genuinely affect the outcome. You have a real choice, like this game. So just let me know. And if you want to see that, we'll do it. Yeah, so that's about all I have. Cole, do you have anything else that you got to say in the finale before we press on?
No, again, I'm just I'm thrilled and just really, really endlessly appreciative of everything that you've been bringing to this, and it just truly feels like there's a lot of just good feelings being brought to it, so I appreciate it. And as far as like I plan to stick around, so but at the end of this episode, I can definitely say check out my website, brayfieldwriting.com, and that's just my last name, writing.com. And yeah, if you want to check out other stuff, but other than that,
yeah, and
I just appreciate it. Yeah.
It'll be linked, and I also might put that in subtitles real quick, because I just saw, it's not a controversial take to say I hate YouTube.
Yeah.
and the way that they manage things. I did just see that they're going to roll out an update that says I'm not going to be able to link things off of YouTube anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do about links I already have. I don't know how all that's going to go, and I'm also going to be jumping to some other platforms. I'm always going to keep uploading on YouTube because it's where the people are, but this is, I don't think I've announced it. I'm going to be moving to Odyssey, is one that I'm really passionate about. They are super awesome about caring about small content creators, and they go to bat for them. And it's really awesome to see the team over there and what they're working on. So you'll be able to find my videos on Odyssey, and then that's going to take little effort because they have like really easy ways for you to import your whole YouTube library. And then it's going to take more effort, but I've also thought about hopping over on Rumble, because they are very committed to free speech and small content creators as well. So you'll have choices, but I definitely want to help some people that are not YouTube as well, because they're just going to keep doing this and keep it seems like they're going to keep making things harder for small people, and I'm still small. And even if I was bigger, though, I do have problems with that, just morally. I don't like the way they run things. So yeah, gonna be moving to different things, but that has been Walk with the Living. I should stop rambling because it's been a long episode. Thank you all so much for coming out to see it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.
Time don't feel so linear, with heartbreak so familiar. We all know what's insane, so why not break the chain, break the chain.